Because we take our relationships with our clients very serious, we have you review and sign a financial planning engagement agreement. So you would have already received this engagement agreement on an attached email. I want to take you through some of the key points and explain them in a little bit of further detail. The first bullet that I want to talk to you about is the payment for the financial plan. You will not pay for the financial plan if you decide to come on as a client with precedence and are considered a private wealth client. The only way you will ever pay for the financial plan is if you've decided not to become a client, however, you would like the financial plan and you would like to execute it elsewhere. The next area I want to discuss is the conflicts of interest. So there's one bullet under this topic that I would like to just further give you explanation on. There are two business entities with regards to Precedence. Precedence Private Wealth, which is the financial planning division, and Precedence Capital, which is the investment division. They run as two separate business entities. Precedence Capital is regulated by different regulatory bodies than the planning division. They fall under the IROC rules. The financial planning division deals with all the financial planning. It has to deal with your taxes, your debt, insurance, everything else basically other than the investment management. So it's important to really realize the division between those two entities. The next area that I want to showcase or discuss is the necessary data. The way we work really well with our clients is if you have any new data with regards to your situation, that you're forwarding it on to our planning team. It's really important that we know this new data to determine if we should be changing your financial plan or giving you any new advice or recommendations. So if you receive a notice of assessment or maybe change to your group benefit plan, or maybe there's just a material change in your situation. As well, even if you're thinking of making a change. So even if you're considering moving houses or changing jobs, those are the areas that we really want to hear from you, because we might have good ideas that you're not thinking of, and we really want to make sure that we're doing the best planning that we can for our clients. The next area I want to discuss was the assumptions. So through the financial plan, we will take you through all the detailed assumptions in order to produce the recommendations that we are going to be discussing. Now, what we want to do by the end of the meeting is just agree that the assumptions that we have come up with are the best that they can be today, and the best that they can be over the long term. And of course, these assumptions are going to change as you change. But we just need to make sure that they're the best today. And if you need to tweak them or edit them, or we need to make the numbers or make the assumptions a little bit different, we can absolutely do that once we engage together. The next area is reviewing and monitoring. So we will do a full financial plan update every 3 years. And this really entails you doing all new homework again. And we will do this every 3 years or upon material change. Material change meaning a change of job, maybe you've sold an asset, bought an asset, changed your family. Those are material changes that we will do a financial plan update anytime for you. Other than that, we prefer to spend our time with you on an annual basis, strategizing about how we're going to pay your debt down, what are we going to do with your taxes, rather than having you collect all of this data just for us to input it to give the exact same output that you just received the year before. Let's focus on strategies and let's do those financial plan updates every 3 years. So you will sign off on this document that we can share information among spouses. And so if spouse one calls and says, what does my spouse's insurance entail? I will disclose that information among spouses if it's for the purpose of financial planning. Now, if there's something where we need to keep client confidentiality between the two of us, we can absolutely respect that. It's important to understand our service email. You, by all means, can contact Todd and I anytime that you want. However, as you know, we're in meetings back to back for the majority of our week. And so we have a service email, service@precedencewealth.com. The investment team also has a service email, service@precedencecapital.ca. We really encourage you to use this as a first point of contact. They're going to respond to you same day or usually within the same hour. You will have a response much more quickly than if you're reaching out to Todd and I. But by all means, if you feel like you need to reach out, please do so and we will respond. The last section is conflicts and concerns. And I do truly feel this is the most important section. If you're feeling any discomfort whatsoever through any part of the process or any point in our relationship, we really want you to reach out. We don't want to have some little misunderstanding or maybe the tone of an email or just an expectation that you thought different than what we think, building up and causing a bigger concern than it needs to be. So please, this is a long-term open relationship that we are building with you, and we really want you to reach out with anything whatsoever that you might just be feeling any discomfort on. At the end of the document, you're going to see some open opportunity for you to add any special bullets to this engagement agreement that you feel are important to you that we have not added. The biggest item that we add here is if one spouse doesn't attend the financial planning meetings. So they may attend the once in a while, but it might be often that one spouse takes the role when it comes to the finances. And we do like to note in this section that one spouse just doesn't attend the majority of the meetings. If you think of anything else you'd like to add, please let us know and we can personalize the document for yourself. So please take a read. We can answer any questions that you have. Once we do decide to engage together, we will have you sign this financial planning engagement agreement.